Should a company buy material, manufacture, and distribute goods based on sales forecast? In this video, we will take a look at what are those conventional actions taken by companies that result into increase in investment, profit leakage, and decrease in ROI. Following two actions are common in manufacturing companies. 1. Manufacturing and sending inventory right up to distributors based on sales forecast. 2. Not getting involved in last mile logistics. That is, how distributors service retail counters in their territory. These actions together have a big negative impact on working capital, profit, and ROI. How? Let us look at the first action. Imagine a company making product A and selling it from only one point of sale, say retailer R1. Suppose window of opportunity for A is 0 days, which means A is a product that customers expect to buy off the shelf, such as toothbrush, mobile phone, shoes, etc. Let us assume that time required to buy material, manufacture and deliver A to R1 is 30 days. How much quantity of A should the company make? Note that at the time of deciding quantity, the company doesn't know actual demand for A at R1. Actual demand will be known much later only in hindsight. So the company uses sales forecast to decide how much quantity of A it should make. Let us say the sales team gives a forecast of 100 numbers. The company will then buy material for making 100 numbers of A, manufacture and transport these to R1. At each stage, it will spend money. This is a risk because company is forced to invest without knowing whether all 100 numbers of A will be sold or not. Almost always, actual demand turns out to be different from forecast. If actual demand turns out to be less than forecast, say 70, then R1 will be left carrying excess inventory of 30 numbers. Excess inventory means cash trapped in working capital. This increases investment. Further, excess inventory increases risk of damage, expiry, and write-offs. These are forms of profit leakage. If actual demand turns out to be more than forecast, say 120, then R1 will have a stock out. The company would have lost opportunity to sell 20 numbers more of A. This is also a form of profit leakage. Thus, excess inventory and stock out have negative impact on investment and profit. Most companies make several products and or multiple models of products. These are sold through hundreds of retail counters spread across the country. Most of these counters, other than company-owned, are serviced through distributors. The situation of excess inventory and stockouts happens in each product or model at many retail counters and also at many distributors. That makes negative impact on investment and profit much bigger. It is common practice to manufacture and transfer inventory from plant warehouse to regional warehouses and from there to distributors based on forecasts. Eventually, when situations of excess inventory and stockouts get created at various places, companies try to reduce their negative impact by taking actions such as 1. Move inventory from places where it is in excess to places where it is stocked out. These inter-warehouse transfers create urgencies and additional expenses in logistics. This is profit leakage. 2. Divert goods made for one customer to some other customer, thereby delaying supplies to first customer. This might lead to penalties for delayed deliveries. This is profit leakage. Further, it can make customers unhappy, which might have impact on future business. 3. Change production plans and try to get additional quantities of stocked out or shortfall items on urgent basis. This causes chaotic working in procurement and production. Why? Because suppliers, buyers and production team are already aligned to one quantity per product or model as per forecast. While they are well on their way to produce those quantities, they are suddenly told to make some revised quantities. It is not easy to do so since it involves material procurement from several suppliers who have to change their plans and deliver revised requirement urgently. Sometimes it leads to desperate actions such as dismantling of already manufactured goods to use those components into other urgent orders. These actions cause rework and delayed deliveries. This is profit leakage. It is important for the company that sales team must achieve given target. If there are some products where actual sale is less than forecast, they need to compensate that sales shortfall by selling more of products which have higher demand than forecast, indicated by shortages and stockouts. So they are justified in asking for urgent deliveries of shortage or stocked out products. Many times, supply chain does not succeed in making all the requested revised quantities. This puts pressure on sales target and causes frequent arguments between buyers, production managers, and sales team, with each one blaming others for the situation. These arguments and their resolutions consume lot of management time. To summarize, one single action of manufacturing and sending inventory right up to distributors based on sales forecast triggers a series of undesirable effects. Firstly, since actual demand turns out to be different from forecast, it creates situations of excess inventory and stockouts at many places in supply chain. Secondly, to try and reduce negative impact of these situations, companies take a series of urgent actions. Both original situations of excess inventory and stockouts and urgent actions taken to try and reduce their negative impact increase investment and cause profit leakage. They also make cash to cash cycle longer and reduce return on investment. How companies can work differently to reduce significantly these negative impacts and get remarkable improvement in profit and ROI, we will see in videos to follow. Before that, in the next video, we will take a look at negative impact caused by not getting involved in last mile logistics.